We're starting this edition with some breaking news coming in. It's a big statement coming in from Dr. V.K. Paul, member of the NITI Aayog on the booster dose debate. He says, and I quote, there is a potential scenario that our vaccines may become ineffective in emerging situations and there is a need to create vaccines using the same platform to target the variant of the day. He further added that a much more concerted approach to drug development is required, unquote. We'll also go across to some experts joining us on this broadcast. I'm told that Dr. Swaminathan, infectious disease expert, joining us on this broadcast. Dr. Swaminathan, we have seen the kind of urge that the United Kingdom government has already shown as far as a booster dose is concerned. But as far as Indian government is concerned, it does appear that we are dragging our feet as far as a decision, a quick decision on an additional dose is concerned. You've already had the NITI Aayog member now raising this entire concern.
I'm worried that we are already running out of time. Please understand that the doubling period for the virus in UK and Denmark is as short as under 2 days, which basically means the wave is going to be on us very, very soon. Unfortunately, this discussion will be rendered moot if we don't make the decision in the next 24 to 48 hours. And I'm worried that the pace at which these decisions are being made will make the decision academic, if at all, of any consequence. So I think we are running out of time and our speed of response leaves lots to be desired. And yes, I think the booster dose is overdue. Discovery South Africa, one of the larger insurers, has provided beautiful data on the efficacy of the vaccine. 2 doses of vaccines reduces infection by only 33%, which is inadequate. Hospitalization reduction is only 70%. Remember, it used to be 95% with the Delta. So even with 2 doses of the Pfizer vaccine, the Pfizer, not even the AstraZeneca, it's only 70% protection against hospitalization. Really scary, and we are still dragging our feet. I don't know where we're going from here.
Dr. Swaminathan, I'll request you to stay on with us as I also get in Dr. Sanjeev Bhagai, who's joining us on this broadcast. Dr. Bhagai, just to understand the government perspective on this entire decision-making, perhaps many still raising these questions, what could be the possible reasons for this entire delay?
I think just bullet points very quickly because I have a couple of patients waiting. One is, of course, there is unequivocal evidence, overwhelming evidence scientifically worldwide that the immunity wanes between 5 to 6 months after the second vaccine. We have more than 80-odd studies, including randomized controlled trials, which have shown that the third vaccine is extremely important. It boosts your immunity up, including your T cells, B cells, anti-spike antibodies, anti-receptor binding IgG. Mix and match trials have also shown upwards of 56-fold increase in immunity. Now, the issue is we need a third booster for 4 basic categories in India. The elderly, the immunocompromised, the vulnerables, and people who are on chemotherapeutic agents. We also need to include children program in policy making immediately. And I think we need to roll this out immediately. There is no question about it. We need it, and especially the people who are continuously exposed to the viral load, especially the healthcare workers and doctors, would need it.
Dr. Swaminathan, if I can take one question from you also, just to understand that while we are witnessing a global race for the booster dose, we've also heard what the United Kingdom Prime Minister had to essentially say about this tidal wave that they are foreseeing as far as Omicron cases are concerned. Why perhaps is there some sort of a hesitancy as far as India is concerned? What in your opinion could be the possible reasons?
It's blindness. It's our inability to see the oncoming wave. It's moving so fast, we just don't see it happening. When a situation is doubling every alternate day, you need to understand that it's going to be at 12.5% and 8 days out, and it will be 100% by the time you react to it if you take 8 days to react. So the point is that it's moving so fast, we are unable to process that information. Every country has been blindsided the same way, and I'm worried that we are not learning from the mistakes everybody else is making. Page has already projected a worst-case scenario of 75,000 extra deaths in UK by April of next year thanks to Omicron. Why are we waiting? I mean, I don't understand the hesitancy. I've said this before and I'll say this again. If we were to sit on excess vaccines which are being unused and we get clobbered by a wave, there would be no stupider nation in the world than us.
Well, thank you very much, Dr. Swaminathan, as well as Dr. Sanjeev Bhagai, for putting this into perspective. There is certainly a growing chorus right now in India for an additional dose to come in. While the government has essentially said that they are mulling over the option of an additional dose, however, having said that, before a court in the national capital, the government has essentially said that they are still looking at all the options available. But this comes at a time when a NITI Aayog member has essentially said that it's high time that one will have to look into what could be the way to tackle this variant that's spreading very fast.